guys, welcome to Truth Talkin Thursday. This is Jim. I'm Jane. And yeah, so I'm calm now. Things were a little heated earlier, but I got this. So here's the thing. So when I was working today, there was somebody had this talk show on, and then I knew this was gonna just get Jim going. So anyway, let me see if I can get this straight. There was a judge, a Canadian judge, that went into a grocery store wearing a t-shirt that said on it, "Let's build a better America." Somebody saw this, just a normal person, not holding any office of any kind that I'm aware of, saw the judge, recognized the judge, and lost his poo-poo.
Stuff.
And so he writes a letter to the Judicial Council or Community or whatever the heck they're called. Committee. There you go. Appropriate words.
At all times.
And he says, yeah, as I just said, poo-poo. Okay, so, and he says basically he feels that this judge should be disciplined because, as I mentioned to Jim, in section 2.0.765, uncles, brothers, aunts, cousins, dog, of the rules,
of the lawyer's handbook,
a judge is supposed to be, what word did I use? Basically, he's supposed to be an example and hold his office when he's not on the bench and when he is on the bench. So basically, this person that took offense at this was saying that he feels like now the judge can't be trusted in office when court is in session. And I mean, I guess, whatever. I mean, everybody should be an example. But what's your opinion on that there, Jim?
I think what they were trying to say is because he's a man of the law, he needs to be held to a higher account. You know, like he doesn't get to be a kind of a normalized sort of citizen of the community. He's held to a higher standard.
But he is a human being, so he also has rights, just like I do.
I think it's such a I can't use the words in a sort of a public airwave, but it's so ridiculous to even begin to think about that and to consider it as some sort of a like the moon is going to fall out of the sky kind of thing. I don't understand what people think about. I mean, don't they have more important things to think about, you know, in terms of how they're living their lives and whether some poor schmuck decides that he's grabbing a t-shirt off the pile of laundry in the morning and it happens to be one that says let's build a better America and he's going to get pillared for this. And
the stupid thing
it's
is
just ridiculous.
I think that they're judging him, and they don't even know why he wore the t-shirt. Just because he wore the t-shirt, it does not mean he's a Trump supporter. Maybe he's not. Maybe he wore it as a joke. Maybe he lost a bet.
Who should care?
Exactly. Who cares?
Last time I checked, that this is a free country, and we're able to kind of support and think and discuss openly how we see the world we live in. Just as that person had a right to complain about that guy wearing a t-shirt, it should stop there. And for anything further to come out of that is really is unjust as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
It's if it wasn't so ridiculous, it would be comical that we would spend time and energy trying to tell a judge what he should wear around. I mean, if he was seen downtown walking down the main street with a diaper on, I suppose, and that was all he had on, you know, there'd be a different kind of argument happening, that's for sure. But this is a t-shirt. I mean, come on, you know. The last time that any of you watching this, this is the same thing to me as walking through through Toronto with a New York Yankee shirt on. I mean, somebody, were they going to hang the guy because he's a Yankee fan? I'm a Yankee fan. Come and get me if you want. It's just ridiculous. Everybody seems to have a feeling like they have a right to complain about everything, and if they don't agree, they have a right. We all have rights. I agree with that. We all should have rights, but I don't think you have a right to be an idiot. And to me, this is what this is all about. This is just, I've got nothing better to do today, so I'm going to pick a scab off society's back, and so what can I do? And it's I could go on, but.
And honestly, what keeps popping into my head is if we spent half as much time
Yeah.
worrying about our own selves and how connected we are, and if we're being who we're supposed to be, and if we're towing the line that we're holding others to, if we spent half the amount of time doing that, good Lord, this world would be a wonderful place to live in.
It would be.
But we spend so much time nitpicking and nattering at other people and other groups and society over here and this religion over there, that instead of taking a stand and being an example for what we want and who we want to be. I think there was a song in school, in public school, that we learned and we sang in the choir, and it was about circles. And it said something about circles on the water move across the pond. The water is smooth if you leave it alone. Each pebble you toss makes a ripple you see. The ripples that circle can touch you and me. And I think about that because it's so true, right? We often get discouraged because we think, oh, I'm just one person, I'll never make a difference. But you do. We watch each other. Look at social media.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We watch each other. We watch live feeds. We watch people's pictures. We watch each other because we care. That's who we are. And maybe because we're nosy. But we're still watching.
I think that's part of it, but I mean, if that's how you want to spend your time, that's fine. For me, I get frustrated by the nonsense of it all, in that we've got some serious problems to take care of that nobody seems to want to, get up off the couch and talk about. If you really want to protest, if you really want to write letters and make phone calls, and if you really want to demonstrate and all that kind of stuff, start talking about the state of our education system, for instance. We tend to trust the government to take care of educating our kids, and they're really doing a horrible job of that. And I would defend that statement anytime, anywhere, with anyone. We have a homeless problem. We have a problem in terms of how our children are cared for. We've got some serious issues that nobody wants to talk about, except the kind of T-shirt that somebody's wearing. That's where it's gotten to for me.
We have a problem with mental health.
Oh, absolutely.
There's so many important, extremely important issues that need attention.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That'd be a great thing for us to do next week.
Yep.
Give some thought to issues that we think are important. So let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that and
think about how you would fix it. It's easy to identify the problems, but think about how you would fix it.
Yeah.
If you were the Grand Poobah for a day, what would you do to change the way we treat mentally ill people? Because they're not being taken care of well at all.
Or even identifying
we do the best we can. Well, the best we can is not near good enough. Not near good enough.
We're capable of so much more.
Well, we are, but we're wasting our time worrying about what a judge is wearing.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're going to put energy out there in a place where it's really going to make a difference to the quality of people's lives.
I agree. Totally agree.
And that's all I have to say about that.
We're done here. So let's give that some thought for next week. Important issues that affect us and how we would change that. Send Jim or I a message.
Yeah.
And we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it next week. We'll give it some thought too. So have an awesome week, everybody.
Thanks for stopping by.